Welcome to Madden NFL 21 as we're getting ready for the final game of regular season here in the third year actually, if you count the 3 games I played in season 1 before I switched it to regular franchise mode from the face of the franchise. I just kept the title face of the franchise going because it's all still continuing from that, so that's why. We are here. We're heading into the final week of football. Oh, he lost to his old team. Chris finally lost. He had I think he only had 3 losses all season, but until that, he had a long win streak. He was bound to lose one, I guess, so here we go, moving on to the final week of NFL football. He still should be the 2 seed. So far. He's still the 2 seed. And look who he's got lined up to face so far before the final week is over. The Eagles again. Interesting. He's got the Chargers. Ooh, wait a minute. That might help me. Aren't the Chargers ahead of me? Oh, they got knocked off. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Okay. I got the Patriots to worry about here to try to take the 2 seed. We are guaranteed a home field divisional or wild card game because of our division. So let's real quick go to the team schedule. That way you could see how everything's been going. This was a little rough patch in here. But yeah, I finally won 2 in a row again. It was a win-loss, win-loss, win-loss situation going on for a while. Finally got over that hump and won 2 in a row. Dominated the Texans. Beat them last time as well. So he swept the Texans this season. 1-1 against the Jaguars. I beat the Jaguars 54-0. And then they go and beat me here. So the Colts, I beat the Colts the first time. What can happen here in the second time? Let's look at Brandon's team. We know he hasn't played in a while, but his team is coming back. His team without him has won 5 out of the last 6. But he started figuring something out with this win right here. That hopefully, we'll see what happens, but I'm hoping he can play the full season next season, but I don't know. Look at that win streak Chris had. And, oof. That win streak Chris had. He almost, I went 12-4 last season. He was on his pace to go to 13-3, but now he lost his 4th. So he can tie my record from last season. He's already still been ahead of me. I already got 5 losses. He had 3. I still have 5 losses regardless. If he loses that one, we'll tie with 5 losses. If I even win this game, but that's beside the point. All right, let's go. Play season game. Skip. Let's do this.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. as we'll see Jameis Winston and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A look at the numbers for Mac from last week. 15 carries, 82 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you got to think.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
3rd and long for Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position. And they'll be piloted by their veteran quarterback standing 6'4". It's Ryan Tannehill.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a kid.
And right away, he lost the football.
I waited way too long to throw that ball.
But look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. On the screen, this is Evans. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. First and 10, Winston. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. First and 10. They run the draw play with Mack. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Now Mack. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13. They'll try to throw now. Winston looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Day. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Play fake. Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's second down. They'll throw again. Winston. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A second down throw for Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
It's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, let's just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception. But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
first down with Evans. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Evans. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. From the gun, Winston. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Titan football. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC Playoff Race time as we give you a look. And you can see they'll be the AFC South representative, but for the moment at least, they'd still need to host a wild card game in that first weekend, but not the worst thing in the world.
No, not at all. And you and I both know this about this division. It's been wide open and extremely competitive, and it was again this year. So for a team to come away with the division title and get to the playoffs, you know they'll be battle-tested for their run in January and into February.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now we'll run with Evans. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the
On 2nd and a yard, Tannehill. Off the right side here, complete. They'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Evans. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
At the 17-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run the counter. It's Evans. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
14-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. They'll roll him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. McCann's kick up and good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0.
Colts, nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 7.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jameis again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, he'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. A busy final day of the regular season, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 21-17, the final score. From there, we're off to check out another game, and you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Big Zeke Ezekiel Elliott, 2 touchdown runs. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. In our game has been Ryan Tannehill, who's had the hot hand in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition. Looking for tendency breakers right now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it. I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game. I like that, MVU. Well done. And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs? Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there. Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time. As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go again here with Evans. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6. I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence. And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no? It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Winston out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Winston now to throw on first down. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, Winston. He completes this one back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll run with Taylor. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is the National Football League. That gets hit, and the ball is free. And that might be Titan football. It is. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble loss in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That's taken it around the 40. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
How in the hell did he catch that first? And second, that was not a first down.
Obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Wow.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Winston readies the offense. Down by 6, 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. Now throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnston. 7 yards the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's back to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. Winston to throw. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Here's Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
Sigh of relief.
On the turnover on downs. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. They'll run with Evans, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll toss this out to Evans. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Evans. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll put it away for the 4th time today. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Titans, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Colts, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
And that's what it looks like so far. But the week is not over, so there could be moving around still. I know I won, so if the Patriots lose, I don't know what the record is, but I wonder if I could take the 2 seed or not. Not that it makes a difference anymore. The 2 seed doesn't have to bye like it used to. So. So they all clinched. So the AFC is actually set. Alright? Nope, I lied. There's one more team going to make the playoffs. The Chargers are currently in. However, they're playing Chris right now. So who's the team sitting back at 9-6? Nobody from that division is, so. Could this whole division get in? I think all 3 wild cards could come from this division. How crazy would that be? NFC side. Bears did not make the playoffs. Neither did the Panthers. That's 2 teams that were in last season. The Eagles were as well. Actually, they're still in. What am I talking about? And they won. I did remember they showed the score at the end. They did win. So they will be in the playoffs. So all the Ys are division clinchers. So the Raiders clinched a playoff spot, but they did not clinch the division yet. So the Raiders and Chargers could swap. And there's what our season finished out to be right there. 3 wins to round out the season. So we finished 11-5. So that'll do it for that. Thanks for watching Madden NFL 21.